Time now for the Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.
And we'll post this sign up for you to see. This is I went through one neighborhood, it was in almost every yard. Love thy neighbor, defend immigrant rights. Those are the yard signs all throughout Asheville, North Carolina. What do they mean by that? I mean, you and I know what they mean. They mean let the illegals stay. I just wish leftists in Asheville and all throughout the country would be honest in their language. Just honestly say, let the illegals stay here. We don't want illegals deported. Don't hide behind love thy neighbor, defend immigrants' rights. Immigrants' rights are not being violated in any way, shape, or form. What rights do you think illegal immigrants have? Hate to break it to you. Spoiler alert, not many. There's a website on these purple and white signs that I saw scattered all throughout Asheville. I'll bet you the website is all about pushing back against illegals being deported. Doesn't have a thing to do with immigrants, because you cannot conflate illegal immigrants with legal immigrants. There is a difference. There is a difference. 800-655-MIKE, 24 past the hour. Portions of our show are sponsored by Hotel Hartness. I was there this weekend, my home away from home, because after Asheville, I went over to Greenville, did the show from WRD Monday morning. Travel and Leisure's World Best rates the Hotel Hartness the #1 resort in the entire state. And you can stay there too. It's my home away from home. I love that place. Love all the people there. What a beautiful, beautiful hotel. And again, you can stay there as well. Go to hotelhartness.com. Hotelhartness.com. That's hotelhartness.com. Frank's in Connecticut. All right, Frank, what do you suppose those purple and white signs actually mean? And I saw all over Asheville. Love thy neighbor, defend immigrant rights. Are they really worried about legal immigrant rights, or are they worried about the illegals?
Hi, Mr. Gallagher. I think it's to preserve their voter base, and that's the only thing that's going on here. And it's not only here, but up in Connecticut and other places. That is the essential issue. And if it's not the essential issue, I would like someone else to explain why it's not.
I want to know. See, that's a great question you ask, Frank. If that's not your reason, and if you're watching right now on Salem News Channel, you're seeing the sign. That's a picture I took in a beautiful little neighborhood in Asheville. Look, I admit it, I was looking around at homes. I was looking at neighborhoods. I might live there. So I've always talked about maybe someday moving full-time to the Carolinas. If I'm in Asheville, I'm an hour and a half away from my dear friends Peg and Joey and Patty and Ansel and all the people I know and love. They're like family. And it's beautiful. It's nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and the shops are wonderful and the restaurants are great. Love thy neighbor, defend immigrant rights. And look, you can see the website on the sign. I don't want to read the website over the air yet. I'm going to look at it here in a minute. What the heck? Let me give it to you. You check it out. Love thy neighbor, WNC.org. That's apparently that's the organization giving all these bleeding heart progressives in Asheville the yard signs to put out all over the place. Love thy neighbor, WNC.org. WNC, of course, stands for Western North Carolina. 800-655-MIKE. Tony apparently is in Asheville. Tony, do you have purple hair and a nose ring?
Mike, no nose ring and just a little salt and pepper on the hair.
Nature's doing that, right? God's doing that. You're not using any hair dye.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, well, first of all, let me just pick your brain for a minute since I got you on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Why is Asheville so liberal?
I'm not real sure. I'm a native North Carolinian, very rare commodity up here, and I think a lot of it might be. It's been a very popular place. Back in the day, you mentioned the Biltmore. F. Scott Fitzgerald and Stella and Hemingway. It was a popular place to go to, get away from the heat.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Wait a minute. You said something though. Tony. You said you're a native North Carolinian here, which is a rare commodity. Yes. Maybe that's the answer.
Yes.
Maybe a lot of these people are just all transplants.
I think that's got a lot to do with it, Mike.
Interesting. That fascinates me. Well, I don't know. It's hard to understand how such a beautiful place has. Well, look, there's a lot of beauty. Austin's a beautiful city. There's a lot of communities in America, and look, you want to live there. That's why people gravitate to red states. That's why people go, I guess, to blue states. Although I don't know, there's a whole lot of people, breaking down the doors and burning off the tire treads to get to New York or Los Angeles or San Francisco or I don't think a whole lot of people are clamoring to go to blue states these days. It's the other way around. Hey, what about the seditious six? Don't you love that phrase? It's like something right out of a Marvel movie. Jesse Waters has a fascinating position about why they did what they did. Stick around, more coming up. All right, I went onto the site so you don't have to. LoveThyNeighborWNC.org. So let's listen together and let's read together what they said. Because look, if people of faith want to support immigrants, nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. Look, conservatives don't lack compassion. So let's see what they're all about. Love Thy Neighbor is a collective effort by faith communities and people of faith across Western North Carolina. Okay, so far so good. Our diverse faiths call us to stand in solidarity with our immigrant neighbors and family and to work together towards a humane and just world for all God's children. Okay, so far so good. I'm in. I'm buying into that. Wait a minute, what's this? Regardless of immigration status. There it is. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. The Love Thy Neighbor campaign joins together people of faith and our wider community to speak out and to put our faith in action in defense of immigrant rights. And then they go back to the immigrant rights again. See, regardless of immigration status, it doesn't matter to these delusional people. It doesn't matter. Look, legal, illegal, steal, don't steal, rob a bank, don't rob a bank. We're all God's children, and nobody should suffer any accountability for that. Look at this. Read and sign our petition. Look, order yard signs here. Or sponsor signs for others. HOA in the way of visible support. Not those pesky homeowners associations. I didn't see a lot of those in Asheville. I saw a lot of these signs. But this is, of course, a sleight of hand that the left is so good at. It's what they do. Illegal, legal, doesn't matter. We're going to call them immigrants. Don't you dare call them illegal. And they tried undocumented for a while. Remember that? A decade or so ago, they thought undocumented was better than illegal. Well, now they don't want undocumented. Now they're just going to pretend that everybody's an immigrant. And we wonder why people are running away from the ideology that informs these delusional lost souls. I don't think they mean harm. They do mean well. But don't pretend that our side isn't a side of compassion.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel. Stay informed anytime, anywhere with the Salem News Channel and 9:30 a.m. TheAnswer.com. This has been The Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.